Young and the Restless spoilers reveal chaos as a series of mysterious and dangerous events unfold, sending Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers into a tense, suffocating situation. The story opens with Sharon locked in a dark and damp place, seemingly a sewage area in a hidden corner of town. She wakes up exhausted, tied up, and surrounded by the eerie sound of dripping water. Nick Newman's fear. Meanwhile, Nick Newman receives a call from the police with terrifying news. Sharon's car has been found at the bottom of a river, exactly where Heather's lifeless body was found. Nick's heart stops. The thought of losing Sharon forever weighs heavily on his mind, and he can't help but predict the worst. Memories of Heather only deepen his worries. But what about the fans? They learn that Sharon is still alive, thanks to Jordan's unexpected decision to ignore Ian Ward's orders to keep Sharon. This sets off a series of twists and turns, as Jordan seems to have his own agenda that no one saw coming. Phyllis Summers enters the fray. In a surprising turn of events, Phyllis Summers is also caught up in the dangerous situation. She is kidnapped and taken to the same place where Sharon is being held. When she wakes up, she is shocked to find Sharon, her former arch-rival, chained up in the sewer basement. Phyllis, who has been struggling to keep her cool and move on from her personal troubles, is now faced with a bitter reality. She must not only survive, but also work with Sharon to find a way out of this hell. Tensions between the two women. Sharon and Phyllis, who have a tumultuous history, must now put aside their differences and work together. Although they both know that working together is their only chance of survival, old conflicts still surface from time to time. Sharon, who has always been the target of Phyllis' revenge, can't help but wonder if Phyllis's help is truly sincere. Phyllis, on the other hand, feels uncomfortable relying on someone she once considered an enemy. The two face a series of challenges. Water begins to rise in the basement, and the kidnappers continue to threaten their lives. The tension between the two women only increases in this dangerous situation. Other characters in the game. While Sharon and Phyllis struggle to survive, outside, Summer Newman updates her mother on Sharon's missing status on Tuesday's broadcast. Summer and Billy Abbott are extremely worried, trying to piece together the clues to figure out what happened. Billy even bluntly asked Phyllis, before she disappeared, if she had anything to do with Sharon's disappearance. Phyllis's unusual reaction only added to the suspicion. Ian Ward, with his usual cunning personality, is trying to blame Phyllis for what happened to Sharon. However, viewers cannot ignore the possibility that Jordan, Ian's henchman, is secretly implementing a surprise plan, overturning all previous assumptions. Climax. As the water in the basement continues to rise, Sharon and Phyllis are forced to overcome their fear and dislike for each other to find a way out. They discover an old gas pipe that could lead them to safety, but it is too small and rusty. Every step is life or death, and even the slightest mistake could cost them their lives. Meanwhile, Nick continues to search for Sharon, with the help of Billy and Summer. They find clues that lead to the sewer system where everything is happening. Will Nick and the rescue team arrive in time to save the two trapped women? Or will they find a way out on their own? Will the truth be revealed? Phyllis will face the bitter truth when she realizes that she is just a pawn in Ian Ward's game. Her long-kept plans for revenge against Sharon are at risk of being exposed. Will she have the courage to change? Or will this be an opportunity for both women to reevaluate their tumultuous relationship? As the first light penetrates the darkness of the basement, the story of Genoa City opens a new chapter, full of drama and surprises. In an unexpected and dangerous situation, Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers, two women who have always been at odds with each other, are forced to rely on each other to survive. The story begins when Sharon is kidnapped by Jordan, a cunning henchman with unclear intentions. Phyllis, although more alert and determined than Sharon, cannot avoid the same fate when she is taken to the same place where Sharon is being held, a dark, musty and life-threatening sewage basement. Sharon's hidden strength. For a long time, Phyllis has always considered Sharon a weak woman, dependent on Nick Newman's protection to escape all trouble. However, when she sees Sharon fighting against adversity in this situation, Phyllis gradually changes her mind. Sharon is not simply a damaged woman, but she also has hidden strength, a strong will that Phyllis has never realized. Jordan, the kidnapper with dangerous intentions, does not make it easy for Sharon and Phyllis to find a way out. He always shows superior strength and ruthlessness, making their escape plans extremely difficult. Sharon, despite her best efforts, is sometimes betrayed by her own mind. Without medication for her bipolar disorder, she begins to panic and feels helpless. Dreams are mixed with reality, making it difficult for her to distinguish between reality and hallucinations. Phyllis, the helmsman. While Sharon struggles with her inner fear, Phyllis remains alert and quickly takes the lead. With ingenuity and uncompromising determination, she begins to search for any way to escape. Her survival skills prove to be superior, but Phyllis struggles with a crucial decision: will she abandon Sharon, her constant rival, or risk everything to get them both out of this hell? The answer is not simple. As she watches Sharon shake but still try to fight, Phyllis feels something she did not expect: compassion. A part of Phyllis knows that if she leaves Sharon, she will never forgive herself. Sharon, in her weakest moment, still tries to find a way to help Phyllis, causing Phyllis to rethink their fraught relationship. An unexpected bond. As the two women work together to overcome their challenges, something unexpected happens: respect. Phyllis, for the first time, realizes that Sharon is not the weak woman she once thought. Sharon, with her quiet courage, surprised Phyllis and changed her perspective. In turn, Sharon began to understand that behind Phyllis' cold exterior was a heart willing to fight for what she believed in. They managed to distract Jordan, tricking him into leaving the basement for a short time. As the water in the basement began to rise, Phyllis and Sharon had only one chance to escape. Phyllis, with her intelligence and courage, led the way, while Sharon tried to overcome her fear and follow the plan. But just as they were about to succeed, Jordan appeared, blocking their escape route. The two were forced to face him in a tense battle. Sacrifice and redemption. In this confrontation, Sharon unexpectedly showed unprecedented strength. She fought back fiercely, despite the danger, creating the conditions for Phyllis to seek help. It was at this moment that Phyllis realized Sharon was not just the woman she had despised, but a true warrior. Phyllis could not leave Sharon behind. Somehow, she returned and the two worked together, using every skill they had to defeat Jordan. They eventually found a way out and were saved by Nick at the last minute. Their solidarity in the moment of death brought them together in a way no one expected. Sharon and Phyllis' future. After this horrific event, the relationship between Sharon and Phyllis was no longer the same. They were not friends, but there was a mutual respect between them, a recognition that each had their own strengths. Phyllis, once obsessed with revenge against Sharon, now felt lighter, as if the burden of the past had been lifted. Sharon, on the other hand, realized that Phyllis was not a complete enemy, but could be a strong ally in difficult circumstances. The struggle in Genoa City not only changed the fates of the two women, but also opened a new chapter in their relationship. While new challenges may lie ahead, Sharon and Phyllis have now learned to see each other in a different light, one of understanding and respect.